So as you saw in the video at the end of part one, all right, it gave you the parallels in between, all right, America and Rome. All right. That is how the image of the beast, all right, both speaks and lives. All right, let's read this again. Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. All right, that way of life. Okay. That the image of the beast should both speak. And we see how it speaks through the philosophies, through the government, through the policy. It is all based upon the ancient Roman Empire. So it is clear as day that the image of the beast is far deeper than just a picture of Serapis Christus, all right, Caesar Borgia, all right. It says, and calls that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's spiritually and literally. If you're not down with the ways of this world, you're crucified, man. Okay. And they're going all around the planet Earth, forcing their philosophy and their wine upon all of the different nations, man. I was just reading an article where there's a Hamitic, all right, country, all right, of Ham, the so-called Africans, who are feeling pressure from the West to accept homosexuality and promote it amongst their people, which is not a way that they are. That's not something that they promote. It's actually spoken against there. All right. But that's basically the image of the beast, man. Now, to link it to the book of Habakkuk, okay, now in chapter 1, he's complaining about injustice and asking the Lord, how long will he allow this? Why does he allow it? So then the Lord, all right, gave him an answer in the form of speaking out against a nation he would rise up, who he eventually would judge, called the Chaldeans, which when you read Isaiah, the 47th chapter, that can be linked to the daughter of Babylon. Now, the Chaldeans were the witches, okay, the higher up elites of the Neo-Babylonian Empire, okay? They were witches, warlocks, and they dealt with astronomy, all right, stargazing, prognosticating, all right, and ultimately the doctrine of the serpent, witchcraft, okay? And that's basically what this whole system is based upon. Okay, so we're going to read Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter again, and we're going to show you, all right, that he spoke out against the image of the beast, which, according to Psalms, the 73rd chapter, the Lord despises that image. He hates this image. It is anti him. It is anti his son. It is basically pro wickedness, man. It comes in the energy of Satan because the child of Satan runs it, man. Okay. So as we know, he told Habakkuk to write it plain upon tables and that this vision will be for an appointed time. Okay. And at the end, it should speak. And we know, according to scripture, Esau is the end of the world, man. Okay. Now, going to verse 4, it says, behold, his soul, the ruler, all right, who would be ruling at the time of the end, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith, man, because he's going to try to force, all right, us to bow to his image, man. It's going to take extreme faith not to, all right, leave off from the truth, man. All right. And to keep your integrity, it says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. All right. Now, the ancient Roman Empire's military was spread all throughout the earth, man. Okay. Well, the known world at that time, they were spread too thin to where they couldn't even, all right, defend Rome itself, man. Okay. Now, the same thing is happening with Babylon the Great. Okay. Look at how open, all right, America is for a right hook, all right, or an attack. Meanwhile, they have troops all over the world, man, occupying, stealing, and doing wickedness, man. Okay. That was basically what the ancient Roman Empire did, man. And they transgressed by wine, all right, which is their philosophy, man. Okay. Which, going back to this picture, you have what? Democracy, religion, idolatry, homosexuality, lies, adultery, all right, covetousness. The financial system is based upon left-hand means and wickedness, patriotism, in which they find enemies to defend their state, and they're always promoting that they're being threatened, and then they bomb. Okay, the need for natural resources, that's spoken of. They go throughout the earth heaping things. Okay, Hollywood and entertainment. So we see the image of the beast was spoken, all right, about here in Habakkuk, the second chapter, man. Okay, he is speaking and letting you know it is through Esau, Edom, this fourth beast, okay, which would give life unto the old beast, the Roman Empire, and cause the image of the beast to live. All right. He is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people, so that he can put his witchcraft on them and take their goods, man. Okay, their natural resources. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb, and say, woe unto him that increaseth in that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, which is that debt. Okay. And when you look up the Roman denarius and how it ties to the dollar, okay, it'll show you that it's the same thing going on back then that is going on now. That which is then and is now. Okay, you have inflation, you have a fractional reserve system in which they're lending out money that doesn't even exist, but it exists on a computer. And they're able to make money, all right, off of loaning that out, off of interest, man. So a fraction of what they say is actually in the bank is actually there. Okay, but they're able to lend out money because, okay, let's say you have on the computer, they say you have $1 million in the bank, but you actually actual hard asset cash that you have access to is only 100,000. But then you're able to loan out money on the 900,000 and charge interest on it, man. And he has everyone in debt through this system, man. Okay, which basically the ancient Roman Empire had the same thing going on, man. Okay. Woe to him that increaseth in that which is not his, and the nations are complaining about him, man. Okay. Now, let's keep going down, okay, to verse 8. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. And Esau, Edom, has spoiled many nations, man. And that is a part of the image of the beast, that sword, man, that ancient Roman, all right, military. Because when you read Revelation 13, they would ask basically about the ancient Roman Empire. It says, Revelation 13:4, and they worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? All right. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. You see that? Great things and blasphemies. You see? And that's that wine, all right, that he would transgress by, man. Clear as day. All right. That how the scriptures all link to one to another, man. Because this is speaking of that final, all right, horn that came out of the fourth beast, which it is of the fourth beast. All right. It is, it says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood and for the violence of the land and of the city and of all that dwell therein. So this is how this kingdom, all right, in which the end would come through, would basically parade themselves on the planet Earth, man. You see that? They would spoil many nations. They would lie. They would spew various wickedness things, wicked philosophies. They would do a lot of murder and killing. This is what the ancient Roman Empire did, man. Okay. So it says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood and for the violence of the land and of the city and of all that dwell therein. Okay. And he's destroyed everybody. He's destroyed the air, the water near them. Okay. He poisons people so they die a slow death, but depend on his pharmakia in the form of medications. All right. Which the true medicine is what the Lord created out of the earth, man. In which he'll take a fraction of that and create some sort of abomination that has a little bit of the Lord's creation in it, man. So this man got to go. Okay. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Here it is. He's in your, all right, country. All right. And he puts you so low on the totem pole by the time you look up, You're so low on the totem pole, you can't even fight back against the rule, man. You're basically a slave in your own damn country. Look at the Issachar, okay? The so-called Native Americans, the Seminole Indians, okay? This was where they dwelled, man. North, South, and Central America. Now look, okay? But Esau himself, the rulers, the Rothschilds, the ones who do all of this wickedness, they themselves aren't being bothered, all right, by what they've the traps that they've set up in you Israelite cities, man. So he's coveted it an evil covetous to his house, man, trying to get all of the natural resources, man, which the ancient Romans did that, man. All right. It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people and hast sinned against thy soul, man. So this is the image of the beast all throughout this chapter, man. Okay. Verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth the town with blood and that establisheth the city by iniquity. And how was, all right, the ancient Roman Empire founded? On theft. They aren't the original inhabitants of that land, okay? You aren't the original inhabitants of these different places where you set up shop, man. Okay? So this is basically speaking of that fourth beast, man, which would do so much wickedness that the Lord would have to send his only begotten son and set judgment, man. It's going to come through a ruler that does this. Okay? It says, I'm going to jump to verse 15. It says, woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink. Now, this is the bread and circuses of the ancient Roman Empire. All right. And this is what Babylon the Great has for you, man. They actually, all right, make you feel good about the weak, the destroyed condition you're in by giving you excess beer, excess wine, all right, excess entertainment. And the entertainment and the beer and the wine is all tainted, man. It's all anti-Messiah, man. Okay, woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, which is your wine, man, that puttest thy bottle to him and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look upon their nakedness. Okay, and that is the wine and a wrath of the fornication of Babylon the Great, man. Okay, it said he transgresseth by wine. Okay, and what does it say in Revelation, the 18th chapter? Okay, in 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. All right, they have adjoined themselves to this beast system. All right, they have walked to the tune of Babylon the Great. All right, because they get rich and have blessings. But now, all right, morally, they don't agree. They don't agree. Okay, their interests are different, man. But the nations are waking up to the fact that they were drunk off the wine, all right, of her fornication, in which when you get Habakkuk, it tells you he transgresseth by wine. See that? And that wine makes the people drunk, man. But he gives them bread and circuses. Let's look up bread and circuses, man. Bread and circus. Okay, let's just look up the definition. Let's see here. It says bread and circus is something as extravagant entertainment offered as an expedient means of pacifying discontent or diverting attention from a source of grievance. So here it is. All the people are in hell, man. And all of the people of that under the ancient Roman Empire were basically in hell, man, from the oppression, from the sword. But they would give them bread and circuses, extravagant entertainment, all right, which is why they put so much money into these athletes and these different entertainers, man, because they need them to keep your mind, and they're all endowed, all right, on the left-hand side, man, and promote witchcraft, man. All right, so pretty much they get you everywhere you go, man. That's why our people have to wake up to the truth, man. Okay? So woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink. That's bread and circuses, man. All right. And that's the wine and the wrath of his fornication, man. That put us thy bottle to him, that people actually believe that they're receiving something that's helping them, that's nourishing them. Okay, but actually they're becoming naked, which naked is associated with idol worship. When Moses came down from the mount and saw the Israelites worshiping the golden calf, he said that they were naked, man. Okay, now that's speaking of them, all right, not being within the law, statutes, and commandments and bound to different idols, man. Okay, so they were drunken. You see, but here all the people are drunken and destroyed and beat down, but they're all at the Mets game. They're all at the A's game. They're all watching the Golden State Warriors. They're all watching the Super Bowl. They're all watching these different movies. There's always some form of distraction put in the media, all right, especially for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to follow after, man. Okay, and then they set puppet leaders in front of you. That's a part of the bottle. You see, who are Luciferians, okay, on the left hand side, who come with nothing but anti-Messiah propaganda to get you more and more endowed on the left hand side, man. And then they sit back and watch you in your nakedness and your destroyed state, and they become fat and grow rich off of your ignorance, man. Okay, thou art filled with shame for glory, and your shame is being seen. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. Okay, the Lord has made Esau bare. Okay, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory, man. Okay, and let's look up this word for spewing, shameful spewing. Kaya kala one. All right, disgrace. And this is a disgrace, what we're starting to figure out what you Edomites are all about. You're pedophiles, you're losers. Okay, you're not fit to rule, you're a liar, you hoard things, you steal, you kill, you rape children, you go around the planet Earth doing all sorts of wickedness, put diseases in people, your vaccines are wicked. So there's a ignominy. Let's look this word up. I remember looking that up. Ignominy or dishonor to who you are, to your anti-Messiah system, the beast system. Shame, humiliation, embarrassment, mortification, disgrace, dishonor, discredit, all right, degradation, scandal, infamy, and there's nothing but scandals within Esau Edom's rulership. Okay, nothing but scandals, man. This is a disgrace. Okay, so you are being filled with and shameful spewing is upon your glory, man. Upon your glory, what the whole world looked at as the best thing going, ka ba wad, your glory, your honor, your abundance, your riches, your splendor, your glory, your dignity, your reputation. Okay, your people reverenced you and honored you. Okay, just as they did the ancient Roman Empire, man. All right, it said in Romans the 13th chapter, in Revelation the 13th chapter, that all the world wondered after the beast, man. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast. Okay, and after the Renaissance, pretty much Revelation 13:3, and I saw one of his heads as it was wounded, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast, meaning they were wondering after, looking at it for its beauty and how swift their military was, and how they have all of these riches, and how they're white, they're pure, but they're a bunch of vile Edomites, man. Okay, and shameful spewing is upon their glory, man. Okay, so let's read this again. They are filled with shame for glory. The glory of the Israelites is your shame, just like our shame was your glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered, meaning he would be made bare, man. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee. He will show that he despises your image, man. And shameful spewing shall be in our glory. Let's get that in Psalm 73 again. Psalm 73. All right. Let's see here. In 20, it says, as a dream, when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. So Habakkuk is letting it be known. He wrote it plain upon tables that the Lord despises this image. He despises this way. He despises the likeness of the ancient Roman Empire. He hates the anti-Messiah, and he sent his prophets out to let you all know, all right, how he feels. Gives you a piece of his mind through his words, which are given to the prophets from the word Yahushua. All right, for the violence of Lebanon, the Middle East, you totally have the Middle East in disarray. All right, shall cover thee, and eventually that's going to turn against you. And the spoil of beasts. Now, the way that animals are treated here in Babylon the Great lets you know that this is speaking of Babylon the Great, America. They spoil the beast. They make them afraid. The beasts are all off course and out of whack. You got bears walking around when they're supposed to be hibernating. Okay, birds dropping out of the skies, iguanas, all right, not knowing what the hell to do, not to know whether to go left or right. You got frogs turning homosexual, birds turning homosexuals, moths are homosexual. Okay? And you're cruel. You're a cruel ruler, man, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land and all that dwell therein. Okay? And then this basically is describing the ancient Roman Empire, which the image of the beast would live through America, who does the same thing. What profited the graven image? Okay, now when we went to this brother's list, okay, what did it say? Religion, okay, which basically leads to what? Adultery. All right, this whole system is based upon witchcraft and left-hand idol worship, man. But what profited it? We're going to see how it profits you in the day of doom when the Lord actually judges you. Will you be able to turn to those monthly prognosticators and all of those different witches and different left-hand blessings that you have? And we're going to see if they profit you, man. Okay? As a matter of fact, in Isaiah the 47th chapter, it tells you that. It tells you that, man. I'll start at 10. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me, thy wisdom and thy knowledge. You see that? That witchcraft, idol worship, bucking up against the Most High, man. It hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. So you saying that basically you the Most High, and what you say, all right, is the end all be all right, of life. But the rules and the bounds and the way that the Lord set his earth to be ran, you cast them off, man. The scriptures, you totally disregard what the scriptures say. Okay, it says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, all right, thou shalt not know where it riseth, and it's happening now, and mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, and thou shalt not know, because the Lord hath put a reprobate spirit on you, Edomites. That's why the scripture says, is there wisdom in Teman? Okay, and in Obadiah it says, you were not aware, man. Okay, he has laid a wound for you, and you're not aware, man. A snare is being laid for you. But you're so proud that you don't care. You don't see it. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest be able to prevail. You see that? So stand now with those enchantments, and let's see if they will be able to get you out of the wickedness, the destruction that's coming up on your system, man, and the exposing. What profited the graven image, the Roman Catholic Church, that the maker thereof have graven it, the molten image, a teacher of lies. Okay, oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. What did Revelation 13 say about you bastards, man? The image of the beast. What did it say they would do? And open his mouth in blasphemy, Revelation 13:6, against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, which are the Israelites. His name is Yahweh, his son's name is Yahweh Shai, and them that dwell in heaven. So this aligns with Daniel, the 7th chapter, that this beast would speak great words against the Most High, man. Okay? This beast would speak great words against the Most High and wax proud, man. So you blaspheme the angels, you the whole UFO alien big green eye thing. Okay, you're absolutely positively out of your damn mind, man. Okay? But it's all coming back to hunt you, man. Okay? That the worker of his work trusted therein to make dumb idols. As the scriptures say, man, in Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter. Let's get that real quick. It says in 27, for the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. So Esau being the end of the world, idol worship and witchcraft would be at the forefront of how he ruled, man. So this vision that Habakkuk saw, all right, was clearly speaking of this anti-Messiah, all right, image of the beast that we just broke down for you in the Holy Scripture. So the image of the beast is not, okay, that picture of white Jesus, man. This ain't the image of the beast, man. Stop breaking it. Stop believing in that madness, man. This ain't the image of the beast. All right, this is just a tool to forward his supremacy, man. Okay? Just a tool to forward his Edomite supremacy, all right, and to promote himself as the true people of the Bible and as someone who really wants to help you. It was just a tool of deception. The image of the beast goes way further than this image, man. Okay? This was just something he used to deceive with, man. All right, but through it all, he's really pushing, all right, this on you. Okay? All of this wickedness. This is the image of the beast, man. And Habakkuk saw the image of the beast, all right? And then the next chapter, he's going to see the destruction of the image, the beast, and everything he got going on. So with that, shalom.